What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prizepicks NBA player props video. This one gonna be breaking it down, giving you guys 3 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks in the NBA tonight. As always, if you haven't checked out Prizepicks, would highly recommend you check them out. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like players' points, rebounds, assists, points, rebounds, assists, fantasy score, 3-pointers made, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go ahead and lock that in. Get that free money offer and start winning some money over here on Prizepicks with these picks today, guys. And if you are going to be very serious, I do offer premium content packages. That is linked below in the description. If you're really looking to step up your game, I do have some shout outs to give as well. A little bit different today, but always like getting these messages. Got a couple that I want to share with you guys. Jordan says, hey, buddy, just wanted to say you're doing great. My friend, since joining, I'm up almost $2,000, and that's from betting no more than $20 once in a while. I'll get cocky and put a $50 bet, but I see the comments people say ignore them. I have proof you're doing just fine. Keep it up. Thanks for everything. You have changed my life. It's a little money, but to some people like me, father of 3, it can make a huge difference. Happy I found you. Happy New Year. He had sent me that to wish me Happy New Year a while ago. I want to give a shout out there. And then the one today that I got that made me happy, Jay Sams Jr. with the new PS5 purchase after some winnings on the Prizepicks platform using some of the KJK DFS VIP premium content packages. So, a lot of times I'll be sharing those winning screenshots. Money's always good, but that's a nice little thing as well we have going on over there, being part of the community. Those type of comments, those type of stories always do really make me happy. And obviously, that's my goal. I'm looking to help you guys out. If you are interested, you can check out my lower tier packages. That's going to give you access to all my core plays. It's just some bumps may occur. If you're really looking to step up your game, get the VIP member package. That's the $49.99 a month option. That's going to give you all of my priority value alerts, tickets for all apps, all sports that I cover, including but not limited to Prizepicks, Underdog, Monkey Knife Fight. Got some other platforms as well that I'm going to be promoting here and talking about really soon. That I'm excited to be working with, and that's just going to keep growing. You get the tiers as well. I'm going to put plays in the core tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 for the VIP members, so you can prioritize. For your 2-mans, would recommend only playing those tier 1 plays. You could just only play tier 1 plays every day if you really wanted to. If you're not much of like a 6-man person, the VIP play of the day, and the research side of the community voting, community ticket building, and a whole lot more. So check that out if you're interested, and if you enjoy this content, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. It is free. It takes 2 seconds to do. It does greatly help me out, and I'll be helping you guys out with these videos for free all NBA season long. We went 2-1 yesterday. Unfortunately, that Boston Celtics Brooklyn Nets game turned into an absolute blowout, so there was no chance of Kyrie Irving hitting his PRA. But we did hit the Tatum PRA, and we did hit the Domantas Sabonis PRA. So if you mix and match those 3 picks, if you went with the flex play, you should have profited yesterday. Looking to keep it going on this one. Got 3 more for you, so we'll go game by game. As we always do in the first game I'd like to discuss, it's going to be, I believe, the highest total on the slate. Yeah, it is going to be. It's the Los Angeles Lakers taking on the Indiana Pacers. This game comes in with a 240.5 over-under. It is a 2-point spread in favor of the LA Lakers. Want to discuss a guy on the Indiana Pacers side. They're expected to get Tyrese Halliburton back in this game, which is a big piece of news. Obviously, he's probably going to be pretty limited after being out for an extended period of time here, but it should still help set up his teammates. And a guy that I really like in this game tonight is going to be Mr. Miles Turner, because I think his fantasy score is massively underrepresented over here on Prizepicks today. If you look at the Miles Turner fantasy point per minute production on the season, he's putting up 1.22 fantasy points per minute. He's an absolute block machine as well. You get 3 points for every one of those blocks and steals over here on Prizepicks. You look at his game logs these last few times out as far as what he's been doing as of late. Last time out, didn't have the best game against Memphis. Only 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 15 points. But times prior, he's been on a roll here. 24 points, 4 blocks, 5 rebounds, 13 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 1 steal, 22 points, 26 points. That block, 7 rebounds, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 blocks, 16 points. And I really do like his fantasy score for all of this reasoning. 35.5 is just simply too low. He's cleared this in 4 of the last 5. The Lakers are the fastest paced team in the league, I believe, if not one of the fastest. The Warriors and the Lakers keep switching back and forth. So the Lakers are the second fastest team. They have a 102.13 pace metric, trailing only the Golden State Warriors. So it's going to be a big pace-up matchup for Miles Turner. And then when you're breaking down as far as how they've been against the center position and giving up fantasy points on the season, the latest on the Lakers, they have not been too great against the center position. It's definitely a great matchup for them. They're 29th overall versus the position. They're giving up 39.9 fantasy points per game to center starters, 6.6 field goals, 9.8 rebounds, and he did put up 45.6 fantasy points against this same LA Lakers squad last time they played. So I've got him projected in the upper 30s with a ceiling of upwards of 45 plus. So I do think this fantasy score line is just simply too low for Miles Turner. One of the props that stood out to me right away on the board today that I really do like and I want to be targeting here. So I'm going with the over 35.5 fantasy score here for Miles Turner. Just discussed it. Lakers, very fast up-tempo game environment. They have not been doing good at defending the center position. They're giving up a ton of fantasy points, 39.9 per game. I've got him projected for 39, and he did score 45 fantasy points against the same Lakers squad last time out. So I think this is a great spot for Turner to turn up, get a lot of those blocks. Like I said, I mean, this guy sometimes, man, when he gets on a roll with those blocks, like you've seen 4, 6 blocks, 5 blocks, 6 blocks, you get 3 points for every one of those once again. Not to mention the scoring, the assists, the rebounding upside. He is favored to go over 7.5 rebounds in a pretty heavy way today as well. Prizepicks has already bumped that line up to 8.0, so I do prefer the fantasy score here in a pretty major way for pick number 1. Going with the over 35.5 fantasy score here for Miles Turner. That will be pick number 1, and then pick number 2. Gonna kick it down to this Miami Heat New York Knicks game. Got 2 props in this game to round this video out that I do like. 215.5 over under 2-point spread in favor of the Miami Heat. And the first guy I'd like to discuss is going to be Kyle Lowry. And I do like a certain prop for him today because of the volume he's been having from beyond the 3-point line. You look at Kyle Lowry's recent game logs as far as how he's been doing, how he's been contributing to his team. Honestly, hasn't been doing a whole lot outside of shooting the 3-ball. You look at these game logs, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 points last time out where he hit 2 threes, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 11 points where he hit 2 threes. The time prior, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 points where he hit 2 threes. So has been kind of not really putting up the most impressive numbers as of late, but the one thing he has been doing is knocking down the 3-ball. And he's one of the top guys on the team in 3-pointers attempted per game. He takes 6.2 threes per game where he's shooting 33% behind that 3-point line. But as you can see, as of late, he's been shooting a lot better than that. Even when he's not shooting a lot better than that, to be honest, the volume's there to where he can make 2 threes, pretty consistently here. 2 for 5, 2 for 7, 2 for 5. Went 0 for 4 against Boston, but then 3 for 6 the time prior. Didn't shoot any threes in this little stretch here. 8, 4, 6, 4, 4, 6, 8, 9, 8, 6 threes. So if there's one thing he's been doing, it's been shooting the 3-ball. And I do expect his success to continue, as does Vegas today. Looking at the latest odds on this 3-point made prop for Kyle Lowry, he has hit this in 4 of the last 5. In the latest odds on Pinnacle, we're looking at minus 141 juice on the over 1.5 threes. Once again, volume's obviously very important. We don't really care if he goes 2 for 10 from the 3-point line. As far as from a traditional basketball aspect, obviously that's not the best shooting percentage. That's not the best game. But when it comes to these props, we don't care. We want the volume, and we want him to make 2 3-pointers. That's all we need out of him. He's been doing it very consistently. And once again, that volume has been there. He's been taking a ton of those threes to where I think it's very realistic that he's able to knock 2 down tonight for sure. As he has in 4 of the last 5. Love this prop for sure for pick number 2. We're going with the over 1.5 3-pointers made here for Kyle Lowry. That will be pick number 2. And then pick number 3, we got a guy that has not been getting that type of volume on the same team in the Miami Heat. We do have a little bit of injury news with the Miami Heat, as we always do. Victor Oladipo listed as questionable. He is more so doubtful, so he's expected to be out in this one. But outside of that, the Miami Heat are actually starting to look pretty healthy by their standards. They've had a lot of injuries throughout the year. But still, one guy that I want to be targeting the under on is going to be Caleb Martin. It's going to be the same prop that we just discussed with Lowry as far as the 3-pointers attempted per game. You look at the volume for him, he has not been taking a lot of 3-pointers outside of the last time out against the Cleveland Cavaliers. He did go 4 for 5 from the field in that game, but you look at the times prior for him, he's been playing in the upper 20s to lower 30s in minutes. He went 0 for 1 from 3 in this game against Charlotte, which was a huge up-tempo game environment with a 122-117 final score. He still only shot 1 3. Time prior, 0 for 3. Time prior, 1 for 2. Time prior, 0 for 6. 1 for 3, 2 for 4, 1 for 1, 1 for 2, 0 for 3. So you can see he's not really taking a lot of shots from behind the 3-point arc. And honestly, even when he is shooting from behind the 3-point arc, he's not knocking them down at a high enough rate to where he's been hitting his prop. And it is for this reason that I do want to be targeting Caleb Martin's under 3-point prop. He's been hitting this pretty consistently. As you can see, last time out against Cleveland, like I said, he did have a good game shooting from behind that 3-point line, where he did put up 4, but outside of that, he's knocked down either 1 or 0 threes in the last 4 games outside of that 5th game. And I do expect him to have some struggles here today as well. Not meaning to contradict myself too much because, like we talked about with Kyle Lowry, obviously we're targeting his over threes because he's just been shooting so many threes and it's pretty much all he's doing. But also, when you're looking at the New York Knicks, they've been defending this 3-point line pretty good. I mean, they're top 4 non-corner 3 ranks as far as guarding him. All 3 ranks, they're top 6. So Caleb Martin, a guy that hasn't been getting the volume, hasn't been shooting very well. That's just a nice little other bonus to add to this that I do want to be talking about, of him hitting his under here. And like I said, we have kind of 2 polar opposites that we just talked about. We have Kyle Lowry, who's been taking a ton of threes, even though he hasn't been quite as efficient. Then we have Caleb Martin, who's second on the list. Like I said, I'm looking at the targets. He just has not been taking those threes. Outside of last time, where he did go 4 for 5, give him a little bit of credit. He had a big game there. Volume hasn't been there, and even when it has in a lot of these games, he just has not been knocking it down at a high rate. 0 for 3. Once again, volume's low. 0 for 1, 1 for 2, 0 for 6 in the last game where he was able to attempt, 5, 6 threes against the Pels. So I think that last game where he went 4 for 5 was a bit of an outlier. And I do expect him to hit the under here tonight, as does Pinnacle, with the latest odds on Mr. Caleb Martin. As far as his under 3-pointers, we're talking about minus 142 juice on the under 1.5 3-pointers made for Caleb Martin. So pick number 3, we're going with the under 1.5 3-pointers made for Caleb Martin, and that will be my 3 picks to get you winning some money over on Prizepicks in the NBA tonight, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you haven't checked out the premium content packages, once again, I would love to have you join. The lower tier packages, you're going to get access to all my core plays. Those are every single plays that are in my tickets. After I do release them to my VIP, though, after I place them in my tickets, sometimes these bumps do occur. The bumps have been crazy. I don't know what to say other than I do my absolute best to notify you guys as soon as I place them. Already had a play that I put into the VIP earlier get bumped like literally within like 30 seconds of me placing my ticket this morning. Seems to be happening a lot more. So our job is to just try to beat the value, or get the value, beat the bumps as much as we can, and that's what I'm doing over there. So if you'd like to join, I would love to have you. And if you have not checked out Prizepicks already, check them out. Use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 today. Wishing you guys all the best of luck on your Prizepicks NBA player props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.